going on, everybody? What is going on? It is your boy Darion coming to y'all live with another video. It is the Spotlight Sports Talk. Shout out to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. If this is your first time ever being at the YouTube page or at the Patreon page or at any other pages that we have, we would suggest that you follow and subscribe and hit that thumbs up so we can help out the algorithm here. But that's all I ask for y'all, and shout out to everybody that is going to be a part of this another Raiders video. Now what I can say about the Oakland Raiders, no, not the Oakland Raiders, I'm sorry, it is it actually is the Las Vegas Raiders. Now we do have 5 potential NFL cap casualties who is definitely getting to look on in the Raiders interest going into the NFL offseason. So I do have a personal 5 players that I really think that should really go in. Our Raiders should go get, knowing that we are moving to Vegas next year. So it's really going to be interesting to see on who we can actually get, or who can we actually put on our actual team. So let's definitely get into the first few people here. Now we do have 2 big dominoes that actually already fell with Washington. The Washington Redskins did release Josh Norman and Paul Richardson, which they are expected. They are expected to have many of cap casualties definitely go off and be on the free agent market going into next month. Now, what I can say is that NFL did put out a list of a lot of players that will be seeing most likely the cap casualties. Now, these are some of the ones that I like personally. I really do like this personally. Only reason why I say that is because Norman and Richardson were already on that list, but I can say this. Among many remaining potential cap casualties, there are quite few that, if released, the Raiders could definitely go out and get. So the first one that I really do have in mind is Tyrone Crawford, which is the D lineman from the Dallas Cowboys. And the reason why I say Tyrone Crawford, because we just signed Marinelli in the offseason, knowing that he's going to be the defensive line coach, knowing that the defensive line coach just came to be the defensive coordinator over in Dallas. So I do like the fact that Tyrone Crawford, he's 6'4", he's 290 pounds. He definitely could be an ideal 3 technique interior passer, and he could play outside. So that's what I really love about going out and getting this type of guy. He did play for the Cowboys for the past 7 years, and I can say he had 4 to 5 sacks this season, and he was a full-time starter. He is expected to make $9.1 million, but cutting him would save the Cowboys to $8 million. I don't mind it, and I'm going to tell you why I don't mind it. Just because we have problems at the defensive line position, knowing that when Pharrell and Max Crosby need a break, who is going to step up? And that is the biggest issue with the Raiders' defensive tender line. And I just have to be honest with you there, knowing that the Raiders not really struggled much, but Clelin Ferrell did not have a great year, knowing that he was the 4th overall pick for us, for the Raiders coming out of Clemson. But Max Crosby had a great year with us on the opposite side. But if we can help someone that can help Max Crosby and the rest of that defensive line, I would love to go out and get this guy. Just because he's 6'4", he's 290 pounds, and he's very elusive. I seen a few of his games that I really did love to see. But at the same time, ain't nothing wrong with having more defensive linemen. And I really do love what the Raiders can do as far as going out and getting someone that can get to the quarterback. So that's what we really lack on as well. And another position that we actually do lack on as well is the cornerback position. And the cornerback position, we do have a few corners that will be out on the free agent market. And I did do a video saying that, oh, Xavier Rhodes and AJ Bouye, not those two, but I did I did Chris Harris, I did James Bradbury, and I did Byron Jones from the Dallas Cowboys. But these are other 2, which is Xavier Rhodes from the Minnesota Vikings and AJ Bouye from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, for Xavier Rhodes, a few players will be able to have a bigger splash on the market than Rhodes, and I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Now, he was a Pro Bowler last season. Now, in his third in his third year. He was an All-Pro in 2017. He's still 29 years old. He's a former first-round pick, and he was one of the elite defensive backs who could definitely get an upgrade in some NFL secondaries, not just the Raiders, but just for us as well. So I really do like the fact that he can, upgrade most secondaries, and he could be a veteran going into the season. And I really do like him, getting him at a small budget if he does get cut. That's just me. If he gets cut, then that would be a great look for the Raiders to go out and get. Now, for AJ Bouye, it's totally different for AJ Bouye. Now, he did have 6 interceptions in his 2017 season and had him go to the Pro Bowl. Now, I can say a contract that's going to pay him $15.4 million this season, you might have to cut him. But it makes no mistake that he's only 28 years old. He's a damn good corner, and he only has 14 career interceptions and 66 pass breakups. That is something that the Raiders need. 14 career interceptions. The Raiders do need that, and they need that. And the reason why I say that they need that, because we struggled knowing that Carl Joseph went down, knowing that Abram went down in the first week of the season, and we had Trayvon Mullen, which was a rookie last year, and Worley. I really don't like Worley. I know a lot of the Raider Nation probably do like him, but I don't like him personally. I think he got burnt a lot last year. And I would love to upgrade to one of these two corners, because these corners are veteran corners, and they know how to play to the ball, and they know how to tackle in open field. So that is definitely someone that I would love to see. Now, I do have a few other more as well. So I do have two wide receivers that I have on this list. Two wide receivers that I have. And I love these two wide receivers, and I'm just going to be honest with you. Just because Sammy Watkins and Marqise Lee, I like them for our system. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Sammy Watkins, I mean, he's been very inconsistent this year, but he's a 4th overall pick that's been, kind of inconsistent in his career sometimes. But he did have 9 catches for 198 yards against the Jaguars, against a Jalen Ramsey, when Jalen Ramsey was there with the Jacksonville Jaguars last year. Now, I can say that the rest of the year, he really didn't do much. I can say that. He didn't do much because, you had Tyreek Hill, you had Hartman, you had Travis Kelce, and you had Shady McCoy and those running backs coming out the backfield. You really don't spread the ball out to anyone else. So I really do like that once the Chiefs got into the playoffs, he had 76 yards in the playoffs. He had 114 in the playoffs, and he had 98 yards with a touchdown in the AFC Championship game. So what happened to the rest of the season? He's only 26 years old. That's the crazy part. He's only 26 years old, but he has very been inconsistent. And that's my only problem with Sammy Watkins. Now, I can say for Marqise Lee, do anybody remember Marqise Lee? Do anybody remember him? Because me personally, I do. He had 851 yards and 3 touchdowns in 2016. He had 702 yards and 3 TDs in 2017, which earned him a 4-year, $38 million deal from the Jaguars. Now, he did suffer a knee injury that cost him the whole 2018 season, but another 6 games, he missed out in 2019. Now, Marqise Lee has been a forgotten person in this past season, because he's been injured a lot, knowing that he did have a bad injury that set him out most of the 2018-2019 season. He won't be earning the $8.75 million, which was scheduled to make from the Jaguars this season. But I can say the team is giving him a shot, and a team can give him a shot. And I think the Raiders would love to give him a shot if he gets healthy and gets back to return form. Now, I know that we do have Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller as a tight end, and we have Zay Jones that we did trade for in midseason from the Buffalo Bills. But I have to say, we still need a number 1 receiver. And there's going to be some receivers out there like an AJ Green, some other ones that's going to be on the free agent market. So just how I see things and how I feel about things, I do feel that the Raiders need to go out and go get these people if they decide to be on that list. on the NFL cap space casualty list. I think we should go out and get them for a small price, knowing that we are top 5 in cap space. Top 5 in cap space. So I would love to go out and get these type of players. But let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It is the Spotlight Sports Talk, and I will see y'all in the next video.